Hello friends, welcome to the first module of the course Methods of Teaching Social Studies. The first module is on lecture method. What is lecture method? Lecture method is the oldest teaching method used by people. Then it is given by the philosophy of idealism. And lecture method lays emphasis on the presentation of the content by the teacher or the presenter, and it's not really very effective for most instructional purposes. When to use the lecture method? Normally, lecture method can be utilized to give an overview of the lesson by the teacher, also to aid and supplement people's reading. Thirdly, lecture method can be utilized to save time for the people because within a short span of time, you can have more content in this period. Also, to give a background of the topic. Again, to arouse interest among students also we can use lecture method. Also, to give an assignment and to explain terms and correct faulty ideas also, a teacher can use this method. And finally, to make summaries and live reviews also it can be utilized. Then regarding lecture method, how to arouse and maintain interest among students. Firstly, we can open with a challenging question, problem or fact. Again, puzzle them little. Thirdly, tell them what you intend to do. Then fourthly, relate the thing they already know. That means from known to unknown. Again, use dramatization, projectors and other instructional aids to use lecture method. Also utilize humor and give plenty of examples. Also keep up the pace of the students, make use of dramatic effect. Again, it is better to try to cover only a few important points during a lecture. It holds the pupil's understanding responsible for what was said in the lecture. Again, teach pupils how to take notes. Then there are some don'ts of using lecture method. They are some teachers used to read the lecture. That's a bad practice. So better do not read the lecture. Then secondly, do not overuse our notes. We can have some points or some strips of notes, but better not overuse our notes. Thirdly, do not assume people understand what we are or you are saying. Then fourthly, better do not talk too long before you say something. Then there are certain merits and demerits of lecture method. What are the merits of lecture method? Normally, it's economical and save time. That means within a short span of time, we can cover a lot of area. For example, we can at least sometimes we can cover even a chapter during a lecture. So we can get attention of the learners also. It is effective in giving factual information. When we are giving the history of a country, or when we are discussing the importance of some people also, we can use lecture method. Again, you can stimulate and motivate students, especially brighter people. Again, come into personal contact with people. Lecture method help us to come in to contact with people. Also, it gives us training in listening and taking rapid note. Normally, it helps learners to take or to develop the note-taking behavior of learner that too even in rapid speed. Also, lecture makes work of the teacher very simple. Normally, as I was telling you earlier, a teacher can or lecturer can cover a lot of content during this time. Also, it gives scope in clarifying and stress on significant ideas. Then, lastly, it provides flexibility for the teacher. And what are the demerits of lecture method? It is not without demerits. Firstly, it tends to substitute teacher for pupils. Then secondly, it is learning by ready-made cooked material. That means even teacher is coming to class with some prepared notes, and sometimes there may not be anything beyond that. So learners are lacking their chance to discuss something genuinely. Then thirdly, it develops Deadening monotony. When the teacher using this method, learners have no chance to speak out. And again, people do not learn much from lectures. Also, lectures can waste class time also. Then it's seldom useful for changing attitudes. Again, do not give people opportunity to think, explore, or to interact. So, cover more content with little learning. So, these are some of the demerits of lecture method. That's all about this module. Thank you.